We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. From the gun, Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A give. This is Chubb. Pushing through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They run again on first down, Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield looks to throw. Going deep here for Landry. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown. Complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 95 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Jackson on second down. Got some real estate inside the 30. Caught left side to Crabtree. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Mayfield to throw it. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and forever.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On fourth down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Fielded at about the 28. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
No. Check. Patriot.
First down, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Detroit! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down, Mayfield again. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mayfield now on second down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. We often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Collins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Lucky 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. A run for Nick Chubb. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Mayfield now. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. It almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They go play action with Jackson. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Single receiver.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he stays up, being chased out left. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick, and a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley.
Missed.
He will not go down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry here for Johnson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go to Johnson again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
We got three.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No, check, Patriot!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chum. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Underneath to Allen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Detroit! Hot! Hot!
To throw again is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Browns on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a desperation throw deep, and now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.